in here. 100% infill. Huge thing here. This is also on island. I mean, can you even see it 3D printed? Oh no, even play around. It's very nice. So we are in the lab. 40mm cube. Whoa. Can be mine. All our different materials. How do you guys like this? I think we are live. Hello. Yeah. Whoa, what happened? It's black. It's black. It's black. Everything is black. Everything is dark. What happened? Where are you? What did I do? Everything is dark. Is it restarting? Am I still live? Everything is dark. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. Okay. It switched to Windows for some reason. Okay. Got it. You're here. You're on the Mac. You're on the Mac, and then for some reason it completely moved to the to the Windows version. But let me just shut down Windows and just keep the Mac open so that it doesn't go back and forth. Okay. We're good. Humble John, thank you for the quick Discord response yesterday. Yeah, no problem. I guess. What was the? Was it a ticket stuff or? Humble John. Do you have the same name? Sorry, I don't remember. I tried to catch up on some ticket yesterday. NSTO, how are you? Nervous Pajama, Little John. A little bit hot here. Who else do we have? Tactile 3D. And Buildersmart, Collie, Lost in Tech, how are you? And who else do we have? Bob from California. Maker Me Right. Makers Be. Just read the Substack this morning and was checking all day. You're talking about UFOs, right? Everyone is waiting for UFOs, right? If I remember well, he said it's still going to be Thursday, but he doesn't know in which timeline. So most likely just take the Hawaii. I think Hawaii is the the latest time zone, right? So I think he set himself on the Hawaii time zone, maybe. Who else do we have? Zombie, Maker Beast, Collie. I don't know if I mentioned your name. Thank you for coming. And I think that's it. I'm going Franken B, Yabba Jack. Thank you, everyone. That works bench. And I think I got everyone. How is everyone doing? Rolohan, how are you? Rolohan. The printer, right? I mean, the person that makes the printer, sorry. Or the printer. Well, I don't know if your name is also Rolohan. Are you going to Smurf? I'm not too sure yet. The story is either because Formnext and Smurf are 1 month apart. And I don't think I can stay 1 month in Europe. That would be too long, far away from my family. So, and I cannot go to Smurf and then come back and then go to Formnext. I think maybe I will do that, but maybe not. So I have to choose either Smurf, either Formnext. Which one would you go? Sorry, Nicolas said jusqu'à ce que je parle pour Chicago. Yes, Paisley, it's very, very soon, right? And I need to hire Paisleys. You know what? For organizational skill, because whatever show that we are attending, for some reason I'm how to say, the organization is not that organized, and we end up doing things very quickly, at least on my side, right? For example, the merchandise that was supposed to be at Murph, and I hope it will be, because I ordered it. That's the beauty of being in China, by the way. I ordered the merchandise yesterday. It arrived today. Like we're talking about 120, 110 t-shirt, custom t-shirt. I ordered them yesterday. It arrived today. And today we're going to ship it to the US. But it takes 5 to 7 days or something like this. I don't remember. And so it will arrive straight. Like it was yesterday was literally the last day I could order the merchandise. So I'm hoping everything will arrive at the hotel on time without any issue, right? And then for the very first time, we're gonna have merchandise in the US, a little bit, at least 100. I'm more than happy to help keep things organized. Yeah, I know that, Peslis. Okay, so you would go to Smurf. Okay, probably Smurfs are going. Okay, so you wouldn't go to the biggest additive manufacturing show in the world. You would go to Smurf instead. Okay, good to know. No, I'm just kidding, but you know that that's why it's hard to choose, right? There is pros and cons. Pros and cons to like the pros for me of going to Formnext. It's to you know, keep up with the industry updates, news, checking all the new technologies out there, not only in FFF. So that's Formnext. So that's the great thing about Formnext. The cons is that the it's not highly focused on FDM, so there is no that much maker. It's a lot of professionals. So that's the cons. And the pros of Smurfs is well, the opposite, right? It's very more maker oriented, a lot of awesome people, and you know, you can talk about, you can nerd, you can 3D printing, you can how do you say, you can nerd around about 3D printing at Smurf. You cannot do that. You cannot do much in Formnext. But the downside is at Smurf, I don't know how much new tech we're gonna see at Smurf. So pros and cons. Glendon, how are you? Westery, going to Smurfs. Okay, Lost in Tech is going to Smurf. Westery, how are you? Glendon 3D, more chat on here. More chat on where, Collie? Oh, you went from YouTube to Twitch. Yeah, there's much more chat. And let me kickstart our giveaway, and then we're gonna jump right into our today's topic. What do you think today's topic is? I think it's gonna be an interesting topic today. It's not an easy topic to have on stream live in front of everyone, but it's an important one. What do you think is going to be? So let me start our giveaway. Awesome. There you go. There we go. Let me prove to everyone that the giveaway is live. And then I need to put a banner and then come back. Do you know that I don't even see half of the screen? I mean, a third of the screen, and I still click because I just know where the buttons are with my mouse. So that's professional streaming, no? Professional streaming, I use my mouse, click around to go to the different thing, and I don't even see where they are. Am I considered as a pro? No, not at all. Sweetie Medic Beans, how are you? Good, was putting fillers on the draft shield and sending the bow. Oh, okay, so you haven't shoot the bow yet, right? Okay, got it. I didn't miss it, at least. Should make for an interesting topic and debate. Great, okay. So you guys, oh, but I put it in the title, right? Oh yeah, the pros and cons of Polymaker open marketing and community building. Okay, so dark gray and how much everyone wants it. Fixem June, Coraxi, Frankenbee Gaming, Madcat USA, Sheldon. It's great because when I start the giveaway, then I know all the people that are actually watching, and then I can say hi, because at least you have to write something in the chat. No, I hurt my shoulder, so I had to wait till I could pull the string back. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry to hear that. I hope the shoulder is gonna recover soon then. Okay, so we may need a little bit of PPT to make it easier, because today's topic is not going to be scientific or technical. It's going to be I don't know if you say that, but it's going to be sociologic and yeah, it's less going to be. It's still a science, right? The social science. But it's not going to be technical. Yeah, okay, there you go. It's not going to be technical. It's more going to be social. and I think it's important. How did your presentation go? Which one? The strategy one last Wednesday? I went very well. 90% well, because we had a lot of discussion, and it's hard to reach conclusion. When you have a lot of people, a lot of discussion, it's hard to reach an actual conclusion. But the talk itself went very well, and kind of made our brain reshuffle our brain and re-put back everything together in order to have a better strategy going forward. But, and that's the 10% missing, it's hard to reach conclusion. It's hard to reach an actual action point that you're going to have in the future. But that's going to be some follow-up meeting on that. But yeah, it went well overall. Creatrix, oh my God, I love the logo. Is that your new logo? Oh yeah, you told me you changed the color depending on the time of the year, right? Okay, so it's a rainbow time now, right? Is that correct? Or is it because of our Pastor Rainbow? No, I'm kidding. Not a natural science, but a social one. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be more of social science. And during this stream, I hope, and that's how I will kickstart. I will try to keep up with. It's Pride Month. Pride Month. Like you're proud. Right. Pride Month. Pride. Oh yeah, I know. The LGBTQS plus. Yeah, I know. Oh, Google has. If you type Pride Month on Google, there is. Let me try again. Yeah, try to type Pride Month on Google. There is an Easter egg. It's pretty cool. Okay, I was about to say something. Yeah, so for this stream, I would like everyone to really open your mind, right? And no judgment, no nothing. Just open your mind, trying to listen, try to make sense of things, and not take any shortcut. I guess that's how I would put it. And also, another reason is I'm hoping to have the right vocabulary every time. I may not have it, which will make my sentences and statement a bit strange, but hopefully everyone can understand. I believe I should have enough vocabulary for that topic. But so let's pull out our PPT. The pros and cons of Polymaker open marketing and community building. So open marketing and community building. So in your opinion, so let's start with community building, because I think it's a bit easier for you to interact on that side, because I mean, it's community, and you guys are inside that. And do I have my team? And let me off my team. Let me off my team. Let me off my team so that we are not disturbed. I want us to focus today. Come on, quit. It doesn't. Okay, there you go. Okay. Daddy Wazzy, how are you? So, how to kickstart this community building? The pros and cons of community building. Like, let's start by this. What do you think? Why do you think Polymaker has invested in building a community? Right? Maybe let's start by this. If you had a simple answer to that, why we have invested, and I hope you have noticed that in the last 2 years, but we did invest time and resources to build a community over the last 2 years, right? I think exactly 2 years, actually. Why is so? Why did we do that? So, to build a brand, Edge of 3D, to build a brand. Is there any other region any reason. Franken B, market presence. Okay. So to build a brand and market presence. So market presence, because Franken B Gaming just mentioned that. Why would a community help us to build market presence? Usually, a community is a very tiny minority part of the market. It's tiny, right? So building a community will only have a couple of people, a tiny percentage of the market that will know that you exist. So why would market presence be an objective for us? We invest so much in the community, and for example, on our Discord, we have 3,000 people compared to the millions of people that have a 3D printer. So, and to build a brand, market presence is kind of similar. Build a brand meaning, what does build a brand meaning? Does it mean more people aware of the brand, or we need to make people understand what the brand is? It is a brand of high quality with open-minded people behind, an innovative brand. So how would the community help doing that? So we have to educate the community to make money. Okay, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business, right? So at the end of the day, whatever we do, it's at the end to run the business. So yes, word of mouth. I think this is important. So I would put that in market presence. So word of mouth is indeed a very good tool to use. It's one of the strongest indirect advertisement that you can have. Hi, Attila, Alberta 3D or Alberto. I don't know. My screen is half cut at the O, so I guess let's go for Alberta 3D. Yeah, so word of mouth for me is one of the strongest indirect marketing that you can do. Right, it's much stronger than a Facebook advertisement. It's much stronger than a commercial on YouTube. Much stronger than this. It's your friend coming to you and saying, "Hey, I've been printing with this, and I fixed my bicycle with that. It's working pretty well. You should try it." That's the strongest one. So yeah, it would make sense for us to invest in the community. And I mean, to be honest, that's what we're doing, right? We're trying to build a community to have a group of people that know the brand, know who we are, have tried our product, and is able to communicate to others about this. And the stronger the community is, the more educated, the more connected to the brand, and the more we can reach people. How do you estimate your ROI on what you are spending on open marketing? Very good question, Raul. So I want to be very transparent, right? So we ask me any question. If I don't think if it's a sensitive information, I just won't answer it. I will just tell you, it's a sensitive information. If it's not, then I will share as much as I can. So this is a pretty easy question to answer because most of the company do the same. If you guys watch Shark Tank, you should know, right? So we basically take the customer acquisition cost. So we take our whole marketing budget, we divide it by how many new customers we had during that same period of time where we spend that marketing budget, and that gives us how much we spend to acquire a new customer, right? And we compare this to the lifetime value of the customers. So we compare this to how much value we estimate we can get from a new customer, and then you compare the both, right? If you're spending, let's say you're spending I don't know, crazy number, let's say $80 to get a customer, but you can only get $50 out of that customer, then it doesn't make sense. So that's how we calculate the ROI. Hopefully it makes sense. And I would argue that evangelists are more important than influencers, because influencers have a short attention span, and so do their viewers. Evangelists are vocal and knowledgeable. Evangelist. I thought that was a Christian word, but I think evangelist. Yeah, the people that are, yeah, okay. I like the mission from Creality, right? 3D printing evangelist or something like this. Yes and no. I think it's a spectrum. Nervous pajama. I think it's a spectrum. I wouldn't put influencers on one side and evangelists on the other side. I think it's a spectrum from word of mouth, or let's say a very tight connection with the people that you talk to. Let's say the tightest one would be I don't know, your family members. Okay, so that would be one extreme, your family members. So when you talk to them, you have a direct influence on their purchase decision. You're going to say, oh, you have to buy that. It's your family, your friends. So that's one. And on the completely the other side is a PPC campaign, a paid per click campaign, which means you put something in front of someone, there's no connection, there's nothing, we don't know each other, blah, blah, blah. It's just something you see, right? And then in the middle, it's the spectrum on how you're connected to the person you are showing your advertising to, right? Because even when you talk to your friend about a product you're using, you are advertising, right? Let's call it advertising. So the spectrum it's a spectrum of how much connection, how strong the connection is to the people you are advertising to. Influencers, I wouldn't put them on the other side of the spectrum. Some influencer has a very strong connection with the community. Some has a lower connection with the community. A lot of people are asking, sorry, there's a lot of chat that is going in between, but if there is any question, you can just copy paste. And some people are asking why do we sponsor small creators, small from the numbers? Like why, they think we don't care about numbers or something like this. And because numbers is one factor, right? Numbers is a factor that will position you in the spectrum of how big is your audience. On one side, one person, so one family member that you're talking to. Okay, so when you are advertising, when you're talking, there's only one person that is listening to you. The other side of the spectrum is, 8 billion people, right? The whole world, right? And then that number will position you in the audience scale, right? But that's only one scale. That's only one factor. We are also very interested in where you position yourself in the other scale, which is how strong of a connection do you have with your community? Why did Polymaker invest so much on Twitch? Right? Because we believe on Twitch creator has more connection with their audience than a YouTube creator would have. Or I should say streaming. We believe that streaming has more connection. Someone that is streaming has more connection with the audience than someone that is making videos and posting, right? But someone making video on YouTube and posting there on YouTube has still more connection than a commercial. And a commercial would have a bit more connection than PPC, for example. So you get what I'm meaning on the different scale. So we have to look at all of these. Okay, there is another scale which is how connected to the brand that person is. The advertiser, how connected it is to the brand. If it's, I don't know, you are a professional golfer, then maybe you're not super connected to the brand, right? If you are a 3D printing hobbyist, then you are very, very connected to the brand, right? So you have all of these different scale that, we that's how we judge. We judge the relevancy of the different advertiser, and then we make the decision on how to on whether we sponsor them and to which level do we sponsor them, right? It's like all of these factors that will define an overall score, let's say. And yeah, does that make sense? So hopefully that open your that answer the question on how we sponsor, right? Nothing like holding a giant prop or toy made from the product. You mean, yeah. I mean, for example, make me right. You are a streamer. You're more connected to your audience. You are a maker. 3D printing. You're using 3D printing as your main manufacturing tool. You design your own stuff. So, that's why we get to partner, right? Because on the different scale, you are the final score for us. I mean, I'm talking about score, but it's like, I don't know how to say another thing, but it made sense to have a partnership and to start a sponsorship, right? When it comes down to it, we have to choose who we want to represent, and we can stand behind Polymaker because they share core values with many makers. Yeah, and from the advertiser point of view, I mean, I talk about advertiser, but from the influencer or the person in front, then you have your own scale. You have your own scale on, okay, this brand, are they big or are they small? Okay, so that's one scale. Or do I share, how much value do I share with that brand? Okay, do I really share the same values or not, right? So you have your own scale that will define whether you choose us or not, because it's not only us that will choose people, right? We sponsor you, so you don't have choice. You have to be sponsored. You have to say yes. It doesn't work this way, right? We would like to partner with you, and then you choose to partner with us, and then we partner. That's why it's called a partnership, right? A sponsorship, I don't know the exact definition, but yeah, that's why we call that a partnership, because it's a common selection, right? Span Magu, my success rate has been the best with Polymaker. I have zero issue bragging about this brand in the Discord I belong to, and so with my tiny audience on social media. Thank you so much for the great feedback, Span Magu, and that brings me to another point. This bragging stuff. Let me get the actual definition of bragging. Bragging, excessively proud and boastful. Well, I need to check boastful then. Showing excessive pride and self-satisfaction in one's achievement. Okay, so excessively proud about one's achievement or possession. Okay, this is bragging. What is the issue with that word, or what is the issue with using that word? Let's say you are happy with something. Okay, you are happy with you just printed with our latest product, Luminous. Okay, and you realize it prints so well. And you're very happy that it's green and it glows green, and then you can print in yellow and it glows yellow, and you can do a multi-print of green and yellow, and it will each glow in their own color. Super happy with that. And you talk about it everywhere. You're so happy. How do we put the line on what is excessive, what is not excessive? Where do you put the line? And this line is defined by every single member of the community. So you may have some community members that will put the line very high, right? They would say, no, that's not excessive. He's very happy. I'm sharing the happiness with him, and we are all happy, right? It's like, yeah, nice. Thank you for letting me know. I'm also going to try, or maybe, or, oh, this is awesome, blah, blah. Okay. And some people will put the line lower. They will say, oh my God, stop talking about it, right? You shared that on Discord already. Now you share that on Twitter. You're bragging about it, which means you are excessively sharing your achievement. You are excessively sharing your kind of happiness a little bit, because people are very happy that it works and they want to share that, right? So this bragging word is very subjective. Right. So, and I think one hard part in the community, which is what define a little bit the pros and cons, is how do we put that line, right? How everyone is putting that line, and how do we deal with that? If someone is excessively sharing about something that he has achieved, how do you do? Like, do you reach out to that person and say, hey man, just stop talking about it, it's very annoying? Or do you just ignore it? Or how would you deal with a person that you believe is excessively talking about something? Or does that happen to you? Does it happen to you that you feel that someone is oversharing, let's say on Discord show of print, or during their live stream, they are oversharing something? Because that's the pros and cons of our brand, right? What if a content creator is super happy with the brand, and every time we have a new product is happy? Then literally every stream, it will almost talk about the brand. We almost talk about, well, I mean, don't get me started on giveaway, right? That's literally all the stream. Is that bragging? Okay, sorry, I'm kind of getting way behind in the chat. But I will check the big messages. Nervous Pajama. Nick, you are getting into my wheelhouse. There's a real difference between tightly coupled, loosely coupled, and dynamically coupled organization on social groups. Creating a culture around a product or mission is dynamically coupled because the people and product people identify with can change with variables you as a company cannot control. This is where strategy and long-term planning become super important to make deliberate and data-driven decisions. Yes, Never Pajama. So into your wheelhouse means that's kind of your day-to-day thing as well. But I agree. How are partners chosen? I don't know if that's I think I explained the different factors, right? There is a few more, but it's, let's say, more legal than something important in today's topic. The prime is pride and being envious of not be so productive. Yeah, so Phoenix Call, that may be Mike Sudi. I'm doing very good, thank you. I hope you're doing good as well. Phoenix Call, that's a good point. If, let's say, if someone is talking too much about something, right? You define, let's take a concrete example. Let's take a concrete example. Let me think. Let me think because I don't want to make this delicate. So let me think about how to put this properly. Okay, let me write the rest of the comment, and I will think about an example, because pride. The example I want to give is why would some people that would place the line of bragging low, why would you hate someone that is bragging? Or would you just say, oh, this person is a bit excessive, and that's it, right? And then you would you would go, you would stop watching this thing because you believe it's a bit excessive, right? Why? Or if you hate that person because it is excessive, then where is that hate coming from? Is that Phoenix Cole is talking about pride? Or was it? I don't have your message. Pride. Let's say, would you say, oh, this person is very, what is pride already? I thought proud or pride? What's the difference? Pride or pride is what we just talked about, the LGBT, this is pride. And then proud. Yeah, are you talking about pride or proud? Or is it the same thing? Okay, anyway, but you get what I mean, right? Like what would be the reason of hating or not liking someone that is bragging? Like, because that's your own judgment, right? You cannot hate someone that is over happy. right? He might be more happy, excessively happy, that you would like him to. Actually, the more I talk about it, the more I don't understand how we can consider someone is bragging, because that means you tell him you should not be that happy, so stop bragging. You cannot say that, right? I think the issue is a lot of people don't understand the difference between proud, pride, and bragging. Okay, so I guess that made sense for me to look the definition, right? But pride, a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievement, the achievement of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possession, blah blah blah. So you're very, very. So it's actually, pride is a noun and proud is an adjective, right? Okay, let me just check. Maybe that's just yeah. Okay, just forget about it. Pride is a noun and proud is an adjective, so it's the same, right? So you feel proud of something, or you have pride of something, or something like this, but it's the same. And yeah, so what Wesley say is, you know, bragging is telling someone you shouldn't be that proud of what you're doing. It's about how much pride in your accomplishment. Yeah. So let's say I did something that I'm very proud of. Let's say my daughter's first step. I'm very proud of it, and I'm sharing that with everyone. Very proud of it. How, like, can you tell me stop bragging? We don't care. Everyone is doing their first step. We don't care. Like, stop bragging. Because I'm putting that. I mean, let's say I'm putting that on social media, on my Facebook, on my WeChat. I'm putting that on my TikTok. The first step of my daughter. Very proud of it. But I would say all the people, most of the people really don't care, right? Even if they don't care, is that bragging? The parent whose one-legged kid would say, you are bragging. Okay. That's a very important point, Daddy Wazi. Sorry, I'm thinking at the same time. But what Daddy Wazi is saying is basically, if you are saying something to someone that cannot achieve the same, then we are in a position. Is that a reason to be in a position to say you're bragging? So let's say I just bought a yacht, a $20 million yacht, and I'm sharing this on my social media. I'm very happy. I'm very proud of myself. I bought a $20 million. I wish it was $20. $20 million yacht, and I put that on my social media. A lot of people cannot afford that. Does that mean they have the right of saying I'm bragging? You shouldn't tell me something that I cannot do. You can only be proud of something I can also do, right? That's a little bit what Daddy Wazi said, right? They will consider it's bragging when it's not. Yeah, so you get what I mean? Like, this bragging word is really, for me, it's a very interesting one. And I think it defines a lot of social behavior. Like, I take pride in my work. I'm proud of my work. And if I want to talk about it, I'm going to, but I'm not going to downplay your work or say mine is better than yours. Yeah, Wesley, yes. If you are sharing something by saying, nah, I have this and you don't have, nah. For me, that's bragging. That's the definition of bragging, right? But, and I will soon come back to this. I'm coming back to our community, right? In our community, we have internal issues. Internal meaning in the 3D printing community, because of the word bragging. So that's why I'm spending so much time talking about it and how you think, because some people are thinking, some other people, usually content creators, are bragging about something because they have achieved something, a new partnership, they receive something, they achieve something, and then there is bad feeling creating or tension created because of the word bragging. Is that person so happy that he has received or he had achieved a partnership with a company and he's bragging about it because other cannot? Okay, we slowly arrive to the actual example, but let me read a bit more. Bragging from a social marketing angle focuses on the exclusivity of the thing being bragged about. You watch super rich streamer burn money because you can't. The viewers live vicariously, and so they can be part of that community without having actual access to the thing. Yeah, that makes sense. There's a difference between sharing and comparing. If your happiness contains harsh comparison of others' quality brand, that would fall into bragging. Yeah, that makes sense. Bragging is telling someone, look what I have that you don't. Yes. Okay, so we start to have bragging as being proud. It might be hard to define. Yeah, exactly. And I think what Edge of 3D just said kind of summarizes it a little bit, right? You are bragging once you put forward the fact that other people don't have, right? Or cannot have, I would say. Don't have and cannot have. So let's say I have, let's say this is the new Tesla, what's the name again? Pixel? No, not Pixel. Oh, I don't remember the new phone. But anyway, the new Tesla phone, right? X? No, I don't remember. The new Tesla phone, okay? And I say, so one is bragging, none is not bragging. The first one is saying, oh, I'm so happy. I have that phone, and what do you guys think about it? I just tried it. It's so amazing. I'm so happy. I have been saving for 3 years to get that phone, right? Most likely, I know that many of you don't have it because I've worked very hard to have it. I saved a lot, and I was the first in line to get it. And now I go on stream and I'm sharing my happiness. You know, you see, I woke up at 1 a.m. and then I got it. Is that bragging? Maybe not. I don't think so. And the next one would be, hey, I got this one. I mean, nobody of you would be able to have one because you had to be a special member of the Tesla Investor Day. And I was the only one that had that privilege. And I'm so happy that I'm the only one in France that have this phone. This already goes towards bragging a little bit more because I put emphasis that I'm the only one that has it. So I'm not taking happiness by the fact that I have a phone. I'm taking happiness out of the fact that I have something that you don't have, right? So I think bragging should be defined this way. If you are expressing happiness because you have achieved something, then I don't think it can be called bragging. If you are expressing happiness because you possess or you achieve something that other didn't, then I think that's bragging. I would define something like this. This definition is important going forward. Subsector 3D. Sorry, I was in the middle of my talk. How is everything? Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. I know it's a 3D printing channels, Polymaker channels, but today we're talking a little bit more about community management, the way Polymaker manage the community and our open marketing. So that's the reason why I was a bit into a definition. So, but anyway, Subsector 3D, I hope your stream went very well. Thank you again for your fast answer yesterday. I already reached out to Ash, and he already came back to me. I just need to come back to him with a few more information. So thanks again. Awesome, awesome subsector. So yeah, welcome Raiders again. We Today's topic is community management and social behavior within a community. And we're talking about this because I would like to we all would like our community to evolve towards bright and positive and friendly future, right? And recently I have felt that it was important to talk a little bit about all of these behaviors. So that's the reason why we're not too much talking about 3D printing, but we have some spools here that are new luminous color. If you would like a little bit of 3D printing in this stream. Okay, what do you think of the definition I just mentioned? Right. So bragging is taking pride of owning / achieving what others did not. Okay, so I know the Google definition is bragging is excessively being proud of something, but I don't think that's how people use the word. I don't think, because if let's say Scott is making the Death Racers and the dragster, and he's usually always lending me some so that I can play around during the races, right? And let's say, I come back to him and say, "Oh, I loved it. It was so much." Well, actually, I do, but it was so much fun, blah blah. And I'm overly excessive about how much joy I had driving his car and destroying his car. By the way, he will never say, "Oh, you're bragging about it." No, even if I'm excessively, that's not how people use the word. I don't think that they use it according to the definition. He will just say, "Oh, this guy has, is so happy, he has so much joy, and I'm happy." He's not going to use the word brag. But if I come to him and I say, "I'm the only winner, I destroyed everyone, and then I'm the only one that has won, everyone else has lost. I'm taking pride of achieving something that others did not," then he's going to use the word, "Yeah, don't brag about it," right? So we are not really using the word bragging as it is defined on Google, right? So that's the reason why I want you to have a more proper definition on how socially we word the use bragging. But let me know, because I'm not an English native speaker, right? But I wouldn't think you would use brag just by saying someone is overly happy, right? I think the real definition is this one. Sorry, I'm not sharing in big screen, but let me know if you agree with that, or you would suggest another definition for the English native speaker. Look on Merriam-Webster site. Merriam-Webster. What is this? A dictionary? American most trusted dictionary. Oh, stop bragging about it. No, I'm kidding. Okay, bragging. I guess to brag. That would be the better to brag. The word you've entered isn't in the dictionary. Oh, then I guess bragging. Bragging. Okay. Arrogant talk or manners. Cockiness. Okay, so yeah, I had to look at the second definition. Okay, so I guess nobody used the first one. Everyone used it as the second one. I think the second one should be the first one. So arrogant, and arrogant basically means what we just said, right? Exaggerating on worth, importance, often by overbearing manner, showing an offensive attitude of superiority. Superiority means you compare, you take proud of comparing with others. So okay, so it is yeah. I mean, I didn't invent any definition, of course, but let's say that's the one that's the one I think people are using it, the definition number 2, and we should, I think, define it this way. It's a colloquial term that can mean many things depending on the conversation. Yeah. Merriam-Webster used to be the most trusted. They lost that title a while ago. Okay. As a filament manufacturer, you supply the medium used by the 3D printing braggers. I rarely hear people brag about their print. They usually brag about the way that they produced it. This is where the 3D printing arms race comes into play, which I think is at the heart of what you're talking about. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. So what Nervous Pajama just said. Take an example: the Benchy speed race, right? When people achieve let's say they achieve a 4-minute Benchy, why are they happy with that? Do you think they are happy because it's 4 minutes, or do you think they are happy because they are the only one so far that has been able to achieve this 4 minutes? I believe it's the second one. So in that case, I think it could be called bragging. Whether it's negative or not, I don't think it's negative, because he has achieved something awesome, better than the others, and that's the reason why it's awesome, because nobody has done that. So compared to others, it's awesome. Because another time someone do another 4 minutes, it's less awesome because it has been done already. So the 4-minute marks is not what makes people proud. It's not about the time. It's about where you are compared to others. But does that mean it's arrogant? Maybe not. So maybe it's one way of using bragging that is not negative, right? Because he should of course be proud. I mean, he's the only one that has achieved that, and he put some effort into that. So that's a very good example of Nervous Pajama. There is way of bragging about something without being arrogant. If that person expressing the if that person expressing the he's bragging right arrogantly, making other feel less. Yeah, so I guess that comes down to communication skills, right? And it comes down to how people receive that communication. Like, I make a video about my 4-minute Benchy. Yeah, I did that. And let's say during that video, I say that sentence. I'm so happy that I did a core XY because nobody think about it. You see? How would that sentence be received? If I only say, I'm so happy I have thought about core XY, I think people will receive it fine. But I'm so happy nobody have thought about it before, and I came up with it. I think already some people would define this as arrogant because, we are comparing with others. But in my opinion, I think it's still fine. Yes, it's a fact. Nobody has thought about it. And I think it's fine if you say that in your video. Nobody has thought about it. I'm so happy. I'm the only one that has, that's a true innovation, something like that. It depends on what is driving your work and that achievement. It is an intrinsically motivated, then it would be to make yourself happy. Otherwise, you are doing it to be first. You say you were first. Well, Nervous Pajama, I think being competitive, I don't think is negative either. If you are someone that is competitive, you are driven by competition. If someone you make a 4-minute Benchy, you are the first in the world, then you are not motivated anymore to do better. And then someone make a 3 minutes 59-second Benchy, you are not the first one anymore. You suddenly get the motivation to do better. And I don't think that's wrong. I don't think being driven by competition is wrong, in my opinion. It's, even a 100-meter dash, right? Usually 100-meter dash, you will see a world record if the lineup are giant in the 100-meter dash, because they will all want to be in front of the other. But if you are alone, then there's nothing that push your body to go faster. So I think being driven by competition, I think is fine. I don't think there is nothing. There is a thing negative feeling about it. But you can compete with yourself. Your motivation is to prove yourself, not to be seen doing it. Yeah, there is also that. What I'm saying is there is nothing wrong of being competitive, even publicly. There is nothing wrong of wanting to be the one that has the fastest bench in the world. I don't think there is anything negative about it. Yeah, Phoenix Core. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to two things. The attitude, well, one thing, the relationship between the attitude of the person and the judgment of the person looking at it. I think that's how it only depends on that. Let's say you have someone with a very proud attitude and a tiny, like on the edge of being a little bit arrogant, but you have someone that is watching that is very open-minded. It's like, yeah, he's just super happy and that's what he likes. Then the connection is great. But if you have the same person on the edge of being a little bit arrogant, but someone that is watching, his boundary is not as high as the guy that was a little bit more open. And then he was like, oh, this guy is so arrogant. I hate him. I don't want to watch his content anymore. Okay? And the other way around, if someone has a normal attitude, but the one watching, somehow is judging that this person is arrogant, then it will still say this person is arrogant and is bragging. So it depends on the relationship between that person attitude and the judgment from the person watching. So it's that relationship that is important. What if you make a 1 minute benchy with no infill and one perimeter and brag about it? Is that arrogant or just stupid? Neither. I mean, if let's say I make a 1 minute benchy with no infill and one perimeter, okay, like you said, Nathan, and then I would say, hey guys, look at that! I made a 1 minute benchy, and this is how I do it: no infill, blah blah blah. How amazing is this? Then yeah, I mean, it's neither arrogant, neither stupid. But if I say I made a 1 minute benchy, nobody has been able to do that, nobody, then yeah, I wouldn't say it's stupid, but it's a lack of don't compare apple with orange, right? Or I don't know how to say, but yeah, then yeah, you should highlight, yeah, nobody has done that because the rules are not these, are different. So again, it depends on, I wouldn't say it's stupid, I wouldn't say it's arrogant, I would just say it's different, right? It has nothing to do with, but if you start to compare to something that has nothing to do about it, then yes, it's wrong. It's wrong to say I'm the only one that did this, nobody did that before in that race, I'm the top one in that race. Then it's wrong. Then you can say there's nothing stupid about it, there's nothing stupid of being wrong, and there's nothing arrogant about it. It's just a lack of information. Hey, have you checked the rules of the benchy race? You have to do this and this. So he wouldn't be counted, but it's pretty impressive anyway. And you can try to do the same, but within the rule. You see, so it's really a relationship thing. How do you interact with each other? That will either bring the relationship towards hating each other because bragging about something, or towards a more positive path, right? I guess it's a matter of respect for each other. Yeah, it's a matter of communication. It all comes down to this relationship, right? Let's say what Nathan has said. There is a video on YouTube that the person is so happy because he made a 1 minute benchy with no infield, one perimeter, etc., etc. And he's posting video. Wow, look at that! It's so amazing. And here's the video, 1 minute, no time lapse, and I've been able to print it in 1 minute. What do you think the comments are going to be, right? I mean, the comments are most likely not going to be driven by trying to make things right. The comments are going to be driven by, oh my God, this guy is so stupid, that's not how you do, or, oh, did you know that the blah, 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 or, that's what the comment's gonna be, right? And I don't want our community to do that. I want the comment to be, focusing on things that matters. Like, oh, that's actually pretty impressive. You should try to do to do in the race, a benchy race. Here's the link. You should check out the rules, and you should try, because it's pretty impressive to make in 1 minute, even with no infield. So you should try. Can you imagine a comment that would go like this? Of course, it's a little bit of utopia, right? But why is that a utopia, right? And for our community, I wish we could inspire other community, I don't know, cosplay community, keyboard community, blah, blah, whatever. We should try to inspire other community to be that utopia that people think is impossible, right? Okay, sorry. Bob from California. I think, like you said, everyone has different levels, and sometimes they don't align with others. Yes. It is tough to not brag about 50% off coupon, even when you're just saying thank you, because it's so limited and the right place, the right time, not really earned. Yeah, I mean, Maker's Biz, there is, again, it's a relationship between your attitude when you say it and how people will receive it. Let's say the people that will receive it is super jealous. Like, he is negatively jealous about what you just got. Whatever your attitude, it will end up by, stop being arrogant, stop bragging about it. Like, okay, you have a 50%, and then, something like this, right? Whatever you're going to do, even if your post is literally just, oh, I received my big order from Polymaker. Even if it's only this, depending on who received that information, it will be judged in one way or another. I would use Zach Friedman is a good example of someone who does great work and like to celebrate with the public. Does he have lots of great tools to build things with? Yes, but he is upfront with his viewers. Okay, I don't watch Zach Friedman that often, but yeah, okay. Community can drive a lot, yes. What is the purpose? Depending on, sorry, Bob, what is the purpose of what? Of the topic? Or it also comes down to how you approach the way you share it, yes. Yes, and in the next sentence, they should say, and now I will show you how to do it too, yeah. I want a free spools of Polymaker, I would brag about it. Okay, so yeah, depending on how you use brag, right? If you brag about it by saying, like, yeah, I don't have an actual example, but yeah, anyway, you get what I mean? Like, does that, I don't have an actual conclusion, but I guess the conclusion is, when you don't like a content creator because you think that content creator is bragging about something, I would step back a little bit and reconsider, okay, what do I actually hate? Or like, what does the content creator actually mean when he say, I'm so happy I have this, I have this, I have this? Is he really saying, I don't have it, that's why he's happy? Or he's just saying that he's happy with the achievement that he has built a certain, I don't know, name, and then he started sponsorship, etc. Okay, so pompous, I don't know what's that word, but it's a funny word. It's a funny word that would make something negative, so it's funny. True, being pompous is what we have called what he's talking about back in the day. Okay. What color is your Bugatti? I don't have a Bugatti. So did that same person brag about his speed print on every print that he did, or every platform and every opportunity? Excessive. Yeah, so exactly a sideline. That's everyone put the line somewhere. Let's say I printed a 1 minute benchy, I put it on TikTok. on Twitter, on Facebook, on my Instagram, on my YouTube channel. I talk about it to my friend, and I post it on Discord. Some people would find it a bit excessive, and some people won't. So it's really all about the judgment of people that are receiving the information. Okay, cool. So maybe you're wondering, yes, and do it again and again. Yeah, so again, let's say I'm happy about it for a month, right? I'm happy about it for a month. It's up to the person in front. If the person in front is excessive, then you just let's say, sideline. Let's say I'm telling you, my daughter did her first step yesterday. I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. The first time you're going to tell me, oh, nice, really nice. And then the second time I'm going to say, oh, did I tell you? I'm so happy, my daughter. And then you're going to say, yeah, you told me already. And then again, then you're going to tell me, hey, dude, you told me 3 times already. That's enough. If I continue after that, then yes, that's for me, that start to be negative. But if I keep telling, you don't say anything, and I'm just so happy about it, then there is nothing negative about it, right? Because I don't know that people are, it's anyway. I hope my example kind of shows a bit the things. Okay. So this why it was not supposed to be the topic today, but I had this topic because I had a discussion with someone from the community yesterday. Good discussion actually, that has highlighted a few points about the relationship Polymaker has with a certain person that you all know, right? But and by the way, I talked to that person just before the stream, and he's completely aware that I'm going to bring up that topic, right? So the person I want to talk about is Zombie Hedgehog, right? No need to present it, right? But something came to my ear yesterday, and that's the relationship we have between Polymaker and Zombie Hedgehog has created some misunderstanding, or has created some discussion, let's say. Okay. And the reason why I make this live stream is because I want to clarify a little bit this discussion, or hopefully trying to clarify the discussion. So I believe some people in the community are thinking that the relationship with Zombie Hedgehog is too close, right? Like I think they have something that is called, which is pretty funny, Poly Hedgehog, because we are so close. We do live stream together. I think the Discord has been. He's our admin on Discord, and he has grew a lot, right? The last year, I think he started a year ago, and for some reasons, which I'm still trying to. I have some ideas of the reason, but I think this bonding between Polymaker, or I should say me as a representative, and Zombie may have created some discussion around fairness. I think that was one of the big thing, right? I have another topic regarding this, but I think the main thing is regarding fairness, right? And I'm being very transparent, right? Maybe some people are feeling that they help as much as Zombie, but I don't understand why they don't get as much recognition. Okay, so this gives me a kickstart point for my next topic, which is the relationship between people when they help each other, right? The helping and the recognition. You help, you get recognition. You help, you don't get recognition. How does that work, right? And that brings me into that topic. Nick, if your friend then naturally is closer bond, do other people want as much recognition? So original journal, that's exactly what I want to talk about is help recognition. How does that work, right? Do we have to recognize to the level at which people says help, or do people that help is allowed to expect recognition? All of this, right? I mean, I know it's a sensitive topic, right? But I think it's a topic that we shouldn't be, we should talk about, right? I think it's better to, align, being transparent, just share what we have to share, and then try to make things better, right? Instead of trying to hide a little bit and, we don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So if you're not comfortable with that topic, then, you can come back to another stream where we're going to talk a little bit more about 3D printing. But yeah, that's the topic I would like to talk about. You have always had an open door with me, but I don't have the same amount of free time as others. Yeah. Do other people want as much recognition? I think it's fine. He's a huge fan and a talent. That's so unfair. Zombie pays Nick under the table in 3D printed cars. Zombie Maker 3D. I don't think that tension, blah, blah. Okay, I'm trying to keep up because I really want to see, your thinking. But it comes with a level of arrogance that I also come off strong sometimes by how many Discord I share the same thing with. Yeah. You're welcome to use me as well as topic of discussion. I don't mind. Yeah. So Medic is the same, right? Medic has also, so anyway, the idea is, what do you think when you help? Let's say on the Polymaker Discord, a large amount of people, if not almost all of them, has helped Polymaker in some ways, right? Depending on how we consider things, we can define some people that has helped more than others. The first thing I would put forward is how to evaluate, or do we have to evaluate people's help, right? You have helped me from a scale to 1 to 190. You have helped me 20. You have helped me 50, right? That's the first thing. Do we have to scale people's help, right? The other things is, when people help, are you waiting for a recognition, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, right? It could be both, right? Because sometimes you cannot control, right? It's just a feeling you have. You just spend 3 days doing something, and the only thing you get back is a thank you. Unintentionally, you're like, what? But that's that's a little bit awkward, right? But that's what I want to talk about. It's like, do people expect? Yes, I think my answer is yes. Unintentionally, if you spend a huge amount of time on something, you do unintentionally expect for something back, right? And yeah, I may need help a little bit on this, but do I actually win a free spool if I comment I'm awesome? Yeah. The 3D printing night, yeah, you will be able to print more nights with it. Yeah, let me read the comment because I didn't shape my question properly yet. But I think a good example would be Sebastian. He smokes all of us on the print race, but then puts together a 2 hours presentation to show how he does it. I have mad respect for him because of that, even if he does sit on the throne made of your filament. Okay, so let me think. How help and recognition? But I think that's a little bit different, right? That's more you have a competition, there is the winner. What's your relationship with the winner? when in this case the winner is Sebastian, and he also share a lot, so you have a good relationship. Or he doesn't share anything, he hide all of his secret, then you're a little bit don't have a good relationship because he's first. But I'm more talking about help versus recognition, right? When you I always just assumed that Zombie Hedgehog just had a strong personality and was extremely enthusiastic about Polymaker filament and their color offering and material type. Yes. I think it was a fancy polo shirt like a regular employee. Also, now Nick and Zombie are wearing each other's shirt. Just kidding. Okay. Speaking of spool, do I need to contact your rep for mine? I won in May. You can open a ticket on Discord, Phoenix Core, if you have issues with the giveaway. So, for yourself, in a few sentences, when you help someone, whether it's a brand or whether it's a family or something, do you expect recognition for that? Do you expect something back? And try to be true, try to be transparent, right? Do you, like, I will give my personal answer, right? My personal answer is, if I believe I helped a lot, and I will unintentionally expect something, but I will work a lot on myself to not expect that, so that if nothing comes back, I don't feel anything. But I do have to say that I kind of have that feeling. I just try to work on it. And the more I work on it, the more over the years I've been a bit more less expecting on help. The more I worked on it, the more I'm helping people, and I'm not expecting things back. But it was a journey, right? I had to work on that, because at the beginning, somehow, even if I helped for free and things, but somehow I had that expectation. So what was your what's your feeling? Because I want to know, because you guys are part of the Polymaker community, and I know a lot of you are helping us. And although I do my best to give back, and not because you are expecting something back, just because I believe that's a good sign of respect to help each other, not by owning each other something, but by just both being good person, right? The problem is I cannot keep up with, I don't have a list of every single person that is helping and at what level. So if, let's say, some people feel that they didn't have that recognition, it can play against us, and because they were expecting something. And I'm of course sorry for that. That's why I want to have I want to have a little bit your feeling on this. So I guess that's my question. Maybe an expectation of gratitude or reciprocation in time of my own needs. Yeah, I just expect people to be polite and say thank you, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, when I help, I view it as teaching someone so they learn what to do next time. Okay. Thank you for being awesome, King Hats. Is it okay to brag if you have a Bamboo Lab X1C with AMS? I feel like a lot of people in my comment section on YouTube brag about that. Well, I think yes. I think it's okay. If I receive a Bamboo Lab here, then I would be pretty happy about it, and I would talk about it. And as I would use it often, then I would usually talk about it. I printed that on my Bamboo. I printed that on my Bamboo. I printed that on my Bamboo. And I can guess maybe some people would not accept that, because maybe in their mind they judge that the person is bragging about the Bamboo, while that person is just saying he was printing on the Bamboo. So that disconnection may create tension. I think as someone who gets the help, a simple thanks or thank you goes a long way. Yeah. So I think part of the issue is your unique relationship to the community. To an extent, you use the community for the company, as discussed earlier. When people help you, they may want something back in return beyond a thanks. Yeah, to it, and that's grief, and that's why I'm trying to, I'm having that conversation so that we all kind of understand each other on how we see these, right? I just want to help others grow in this opportunity of 3D printing. Yeah, build smart. That's a good question as well on your side, right? You're helping a lot of people with sending filaments, surprising with printers, etc. So what's the behind feeling? So like you said, your feeling is you want to grow the 3D printing opportunities for people. Subsector, I'm confused about this conversation. Everyone should be treated equally, and anyone close to you or with you on your stream should do the same and treat everyone equally. Well, that's the thing, Subsector 3D. Why this is hard is the word equally. What does equally means, right? I mean, I know what he means, right? But in a practical sense, how could we equally treat everyone in the community, right? Like, let's say, let me reread again. Everyone should be treated equally, and anyone close to you or with you on your stream should do the same and treat everyone equally. Yeah. So let's say I had to build a team of people that will go to Murph, right? If I treat everyone equally, I would have to send 3,000 plus people to Murph to represent Polymaker. Realistically, we agree that it's impossible, right? So I had to choose a group of people, a team that will represent Polymaker. But that, and I did receive some few messages, not a lot, but this already has created a little bit of tension, because people in their mind, they have some type of leaderboard of who has helped the most. And if they think I take the top leaderboard to send, and they think they were in the top leaderboard and they were not sent, that creates tension. So Subsector 3D, this word equally is pretty much impossible. Like, I send a bamboo to 6 or 7 people. I cannot send a bamboo to everyone equally, right? So I think sorry, I think there is more to it, to what you said, but as I read it, that would be my answer. I think it's hard/impossible to treat everyone equally. And when it comes to respect, I think we all respect each other. But if someone thinks that respect means that if I help this, I have to be recognized by this, you didn't recognize me by this, so it's a lack of respect, then in that case, I may not have respect everyone, because there might be some people in the Discord community that has helped Polymaker to a certain extent, and I didn't give back what they were expecting, and for them, that's a lack of respect. Or we do have an open meeting every Thursday, and we try to take as much feedback as we can from the community for new products. But sometimes some ideas do not make it to our portfolio, and in some cases that hurts people. They are participating to open meeting, they give some ideas, but they are not taken, and they are not considered. I mean, they are considered, but the result is we won't have it in the portfolio, and that hurts, right? Nightcore. While I haven't contributed even a fraction from others have, including Zombie and Dystematic, I have recently had the opportunity to help with Rocky Mountain River Festival and now Murph. While I don't speak for everyone, I offer my help as a friendly gesture and never expected anything in return. Recognition makes it feel even better. but just knowing I contributed to a project is enough. Now on that, what I have received in return for my help has been above and beyond anything I would have expected and even wanted. Thank you very much for sharing, Nightcore. NSTO, another issue is sometimes people think someone take credit for works not mainly contributed by him. Another issue is sometimes people think someone take credits for works not mainly contributed by him. Yeah, I think, yeah, that create issues as well. Let's say you have let's say Scott, Edge of 3D, gives me the Death Racer, right? And I go around and tell everyone, look at what I built. You know, how awesome is this? Then that create issues, right? Because I'm in the wrong, right? Because I have not built that, right? Scott built it. So yeah, and but sometimes it could be misunderstanding. I give you a perfect example. The name Polytera, right? I took pride in the company that I came up with that name. And for some reason, that's how it is in my mind. I highly believed I came up with that name. But it happened that it was not coming from me. It was coming from Luc, who is the most creative person in our company. And he actually came up with that name after a name I gave. I think it was another name. And then I immediately loved that name. And I think I associated with me. And recently, then that came forward. And I was like, oh my God, I kept telling everyone it came from me while it didn't. You know, but I completely understand if some people, well, in Polymaker, they are very open-minded, so that didn't happen. But let's say we were not that open-minded, then people would think that I took the, you know, the personal pride from another people, right? While, I don't know, my brain just loved that match so much that in the next 3 years, I somehow built the idea that it came from me. You get what I mean? So that's why I'm usually the person that will not judge too fast. Or usually I even don't judge at all, right? I try to get a good picture because I'm always afraid of making the wrong judgment on something. For the same reason, I have never publicly shared the name of my charity. I'm happy to be thanked, but accept nothing more than what I was promised if it were business. Yeah. I think also for me, the amount of time, the more I'm somewhere, the more I'm involved, but also I don't expect anything in return. And if I receive something, it's all because the other person wanted to. Yeah. Yeah. Lost in tech. I don't know. I guess I'm an adult, but if I want something, I propose it to that company. I don't sit around waiting for sponsorship, etc. Yeah. And you should be proactive in seeking sponsorship, right? Because otherwise you may wait for a long time, right? Until you get picked up by a company. So if you want my view, I appreciate my inclusion. I haven't said much about my second bamboo that arrived today. For that reason alone, worried someone take it as bragging. Medic, that's exactly a point that I would like to make. The point I would like to make is if the company is lowering the bragging limit so low, then people don't want to share anymore. They don't want to, they don't want to say because they're afraid the community is going to say, oh my God, you're bragging about it, stop bragging about it. Medic is the perfect example. He just received the new bamboo, right? Then, he doesn't want to share too much, right? Because what if people are going to say, oh my God, he's bragging about it, and he's a Polymaker helper, and then blah, blah, blah. So it's definitely not bringing the community towards the right direction, right? So, and I know there is more people that has received a bamboo that didn't say anything. They are very happy, right? They told me they're very happy, but they don't share. They don't share the happiness because they don't want to appear as people that are bragging about their new stuff, right? And that's a pity. That's a pity that you have to, keep everything for yourself because it's dangerous out there to share something, right? Westery, this is a conversation. I honestly all over the place. Uh, this conversation is honestly all over the place. The deal is that not all are created equal, but we are adults. Adults. We aren't in high school. Judge me for what I have. I don't care. Judge me for what I don't have. I don't care. People need to get over themselves. Yeah. I would be more appreciated for the help than reward. Yeah. I gotta go. I got some family plans tomorrow. I have to get some filament. Thank you, 3D Printing Night. We are all capable of helping each others. Some can help more, others can help less. But the one thing we can all do is say thank you. When we are being helped, it's polite. It recognizes the effort of others. It validates what's being done, and that is why there is nothing wrong with expecting a thank you when you help others. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, sorry, I'm getting very late, so I'm skipping the chat, but feel free to copy paste if I missed an important question. Buana, thank you for joining. I watched your print all the thing. I think it was yesterday evening or this morning. No, yesterday evening. It's great that you like the spool adapter. I can understand why people don't share. It can ruin your enjoyment of the printer if you let it. Yeah, let's say you are really impacted by what people say. Then you're super happy about something. You share it, and then you're not happy because because people don't want you to be happy or something like that, right? I need to get myself a bamboo with AMS eventually, so I could print Scald. I do it multicolor, yes. Never pajama, but Medic and others are using it for direct work for Polymaker. You have a distributed workforce of those printer work tools, but that is hard to convey to others. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I'm not a charity. Polymaker is not a charity business. I'm not sending this bamboo out there for charity, right? Or I'm not giving away all the spools for charity, right? Although a lot of people, say, we are nice and then blah, blah, which is great, right? But I'm not hiding that I'm doing this from a business perspective, right? Otherwise, we'd send to everyone. But, if it was only on me, then I would send to everyone, right? But there is a business that needs to be run, right? So it all comes down to understanding. If people can understand why things are done a certain way, because if you're just giving away a printer, hit me up. Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll have I'm not giving away printers, but we do contests for printers, like the Def Racers, the Dragsters, this kind of thing. I post what I like without thinking of other people being jelly. Okay, so you usually sell out of me with a free spool. What? What do you mean? Darren, I think Darren Robinet, are you the one that keep advertising our Discord on the Facebook group? I think so. I remember that name. But yeah, thank you for sharing our community. I want maybe I want more than a thank you. I want to see you wear a Polymaker hat model. Yeah, of course. I will. But okay. I think it goes. Yeah. So coming back a little bit to what I wanted to say. How was your day? Yeah, I mean, Phoenix Call. You cannot Phoenix Call or maybe others. I don't think you can realize the social work that goes behind building the community that we are building with Polymaker. Whether it's from creator relationship, whether it's from Polymaker to the creator, whether it's from one creator to another creator, whether it's from the audience to Polymaker, whether it's from the audience to their creator, whether it's from the audience to another creator. All of this keeps. I mean, I personally like relationship management, etc. Not that I like, but I feel comfortable with this, right? So it's not a big thing, but you would, yeah, a lot of things could be solved by having more maybe open discussion like this, right? Even if it's taking stream time from maybe a nice investor or something, but I feel like sometimes it doesn't hurt to talk a little bit about community relationship, etc. Okay, great. So coming back to zombie hedgehog. Okay. For example, what Subsector 3D say, if it was about equality, right, then there would be a huge problem with Polymaker, because zombie screen time on the Polymaker stream is way above any other creators, right? If we go to the route of equality, then we would go to like similar to in politics. In politics, when, I don't know if you have that in the US, but in France you have all the parties during the big debate, and then each of their table there is a small timer, and then when they talk, the timer goes, right? And at the end we need to make sure that everyone has the same time, right? So that's equality, right? That's like fairness of speech, right? In our case, do we need to do that for partners? If we have over 100 something partners, right? Let's say when it comes to streaming, we have maybe 30 partners, right? Do we have to have that screen time, right? Is that an issue if someone has more screen time than another one? You get what I mean? Because I think that was one of the argument, right? One of the argument was zombie was too much on the Polymaker stream. So a little bit of history before answering the question whether it's too much or not, right? Or why is that a problem? The history is like this. The Discord is what it is nowadays. XD Gaming, what's up? Well, try to catch up on the discussion, but it will be hard. Yeah, I don't think Discord would be what it is today without Zombie Hedgehog, right? He is the admin. He's the one that built a lot of things on our Discord. He's the one that made the Discord hyper active. That has allowed to kickstart the growth, right? The hardest part in building a community is a 0 to 1, right? And he was the one that helped a lot in that 0 to 1. With that in mind, we definitely build a very strong relationship, right, with Zombie. And then we even talked about having a contract, etc. But he was very open to do all of this in an unofficial manner, let's say. But I think it's slowly coming against him more and more, because as he doesn't have a particular clear position in the Polymaker ecosystem, then it's coming against him because he is talking as having a certain position that people don't think he has because he was not announced or something, right? So that's one part. And the other part is he's on the stream mainly because, first, I'm not super organized in my stream, right? I don't have a list. I don't have any organized stream. I mean, for all the streamers out there that are streaming, let me know how you do things. But I'm sure that there is some people that are very organized. They have notes. They know what they are going to talk about. They know what's going to be the title of their stream. They are in front of their computer half an hour before even the stream start, and they do notification on their Twitter. They are very organized. Some others, like me, I start the stream literally at 9, and then I put the small streaming soon, because I have to plug my TV and everything. And it's been like a few months that I don't even notify on Twitter, on Discord, because I don't have time. So I compensate the lack of organization by having some people that come on the stream, and then we just have a nice discussion, and you always come to some discussion that people will enjoy, and then we will have a lot more interaction, because I will have interaction with someone, and that someone will kind of represent the chat, and then we talk, and then I talk with the chat, and then with him. And he went very well, right? And especially on the Print Busters, he was more practical, I was more theoretical, so we matched very well. And that just continued this way, right? It just continued this way. And I think, and we are taking feedback openly, right? We also believe that maybe now that we have grown to a certain point, maybe we have to reconsider the way we're doing things at the moment. Maybe we should be more diversified on people that we have on the Polymaker stream. Maybe we should make things a bit more organized. Maybe we should have Zombie as a more defined position, so that people can be a bit clearer. Because believe me, Zombie has been evolving in a very blurry way, a lot of blurry lines, and he still tried to develop something. So, and I would like to thank him, by the way, for all of this. Like I say, I talked to him before the stream already. But anyway, all what we the feedback that we received, specifically the last few days/weeks, we are taking this to make everything better going forward. More diversity on the stream, trying to have the stream topics a bit more organized. Like I said, having him having a better position, having everyone in the community having a better position. Joe Galaska, like you said, we now have brand ambassadors, right? We have modes. We have Polymaker representative during the events. So I also think it's better to go this way, a more structured community, because see you soon, Ube Monkey, because I think it makes everyone more comfortable. I think people are more comfortable with a structure. Who am I in that community? And if there is some type of structure, people like the Discord role. There is a structure. People know who is this person, what I can expect from being, what I expected from me, etc., etc. So I think, and that's the direction we are going. We're going for more structure, and also for our partners. I'm talking, like, for example, who do I say? Royal Gnomi. We are doing giveaway with them. Melik, we are working a lot with them. Daddy Wazi is also making a lot of content. Greece is our mode, etc., etc. Subsector 3D is a partner. Who else do we have? XD Gaming helped us at the event. Lossic Tech, another creator. So maybe if we make things a bit clear, you are a partner. You are able to do that. You are able to use Polymaker in that way. Then it will definitely help bringing more structure in our community. It will give our partners more confidence, more. I don't know how to explain that, but I don't know if Subsector 3 is still there, but I think we had that discussion before. I think with Subsector 3, a couple of months ago, but we need to have things that are more organized, basically. And maybe that's one way also that we could go forward in a more open and positive way. Structure, basically. Nightcore, I would hate to see a big change as it gives power to the small fraction of people that don't feel things are going their way, so they can attempt to force change to their liking more in the future. And again, this is just my opinion based on information. I'm not saying we're gonna have like a super hierarchical structure, right? But we need a little bit more clarification on things, right? Not too much. I mean, it's hard because some people are more comfortable with how we are now, a bit of uncertainty, just do things how they are, and some other people are more familiar with structure, etc. Like for example, Sideline Review, he explained to me how the MVP is working at Microsoft, right? And I think, if I remember well, they have a much better structure. Well, definitely a better structure, and I think it's working better. I think it's working better when you have a bit more defined structure, right? Right now we have our awesome squad, and we have our modes, we have our ambassadors, but they are not particularly defined. We know who is what, but we don't know what they're doing, kind of. I haven't been a brand ambassador before and felt like a customer, not a partner, so it's good to hear. Yeah. Given my interaction with the hedgehog, I'm surprised his role isn't defined. He is the Polymaker guy. Yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of people think that he's putting himself in that position and he's bragging about it. He's bragging that he is a Polymaker guy. But kind of he is in some ways. But that's the thing that needs to be defined for people to be more comfortable. Clarification, education, and mentorship. More weekend and less. Oh, more we and less I. Yeah. Yes. Sideline. So more clarification, education, mentorship. I'm not too sure. We'll try, but because yeah, depending on how we define the mentorship, but clarification, education, and mentorship. So anyway, does that make sense? No, I'm sure everyone is lost, but yeah, hopefully you met yeah. What do you think? Sorry, I'm also a little bit lost. I didn't think too much about how to structure all of that, but just a kind of a free speaking, on all of that. I really don't want to have division in our community. I want people to talk with each others, and hopefully that kickstart some discussion. Some people in the chat, I think will I told you that some people had came to me, etc. So I'm hoping that I addressed most of the different questions. Obviously not all of them, but and I'm very happy to answer any other question. How are we thinking to go forward, or what's my thinking on this, or maybe some stuff that you're not particularly happy on how we build the community, or maybe some ideas that we could implement, or yeah, free question for everyone. Greece, if he speaks for Polymaker and you support him doing that, at that point he should have a defined role from the company, in my opinion. Yeah, more definition, more clarification. Yeah, I have never once heard Zombie say he is a Polymaker guy or claim any other role from that of an enthusiastic volunteers. Yeah. Roy Ognomi, you've been supportive of everyone, big or small streamers. People need to reach out if they want more involvement. I'm okay where I am at. Zombie loves learning about everything, and when he feels the product is good, he jumps to help that brand as much as possible. Yeah, definitely. Having a little more insight than most, I would say give him an official title and move forward. I think if you make reformation. You should have a plan or system for improvement, like using Japanese idea of Kaizen or the 5S from manufacturing. Okay. I will have to have a look. I'm usually taking the Microsoft MVP as an idea, but I'm happy to learn other stuff. Kaizen cycle for continuous improvement. Get employees involved. Gather a list of problems. Encourage solution. Test the solution. Regularly measure the analysis. If successful, adopt the solution. Repeat ongoing basis. Get employees involved. Okay. Okay, I will have a look. And then the 5S of manufacturing. 5S of manufacturing. What are the 5S? Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. Okay. Standardize, I like that word. I try to standardize a lot of things because it makes things more efficient. But sustain also, I try to make our community more self-sustaining. Sort, I'm not too sure. Maybe clarification, organization, that's sorting. Set in order, yeah, and shine. Okay, I have to have a look. I do not know these theories. I do not know these theories. I think Zombie is good. I have met him, knowing him. He's not that guy who brags. He just loves to help people and share what he's learning. Yeah, again, XD Gaming is really, it's not only him, right? It's the couple between him and whoever is listening to him, right? And that's a relationship that, depending on each other's limit, his attitude compared to how that person will receive that attitude. So that's what makes things complex, basically. I always thought of Zombie as the broken Prinker guy. That's a Prinker guy. Printer Prawn, how are you? Normally, these dislike hate stems from envy, insecurity, or even feeling of being threatened. I feel you are handling this in very professional and as honest as possible. Yeah. Maybe a Polymaker associated list in Discord with a big welcome for all grid. Think Live. You know what? I'm actually working on a web page with our Polymaker ambassadors. So it was not the main goal to solve what we're talking about. The main goal is because our Polymaker ambassadors are reaching out to people to sponsor, but people think they are scam, and they ask them proof that they are indeed Polymaker ambassadors. So I almost finished a web page and that introduced them, etc. So that is official. I only have a problem with non-awesome people, so I think everything is fine at Polymaker. Yes, but there needs to be substitutability. Yes, but there needs to be boundaries. People who aren't on Polymaker employees' payroll shouldn't be speaking or saying anything on behalf of Polymaker company. I think I would extend payroll and contractors, right? Because we have contractors, right? And on the contract, they have the rights of representing Polymaker. And on the other side, we also have contracts with people that usually say they cannot say anything on behalf of Polymaker company. So yeah, it needs to be clarified. That's for sure. So yeah, that's true. So yeah, so what Subsector 3D say basically? We need to clarify. Does it, from a contract perspective, can he not? I'm about to finish Mecha King Kong. Gonna be looking for stuff. By the way, that doesn't prevent people from saying they talk from a Polymaker on behalf of Polymaker, right? But legally, they are not. They cannot. So we could, if we want, if it hurts our company, we could, tell them what's called defamation. I don't remember how you say it. I think it's defamation when you talk on behalf of someone, but say wrong thing that is hurting the brand. then we can legally do something. But having a contract or no contract doesn't prevent anyone from talking on behalf of Polymaker. But it's just, whether they can or whether they cannot, whether legally they can or cannot, right? So I wouldn't be able to prevent anyone from doing that, but at least you will be clear that who can, and then you can listen to them. And the people that cannot, then you can take what they say with a grain of salt, right? XD Gaming, about to finish the Mecha King Kong. Gonna be looking for more stuff to print. Got any ideas? Well, if you print the King Kong, then you have to print the Godzilla, right? Then you have to have both. Sort in that contest mean measuring parts. You want a bit of advice? Do not worry about it as long as you're interactive and friendly. You win. Phoenix Call, yes. I'm also a high believer that if you have your principle and you think they are right, then just stand by your principle, and you just stand by it, right? And take any feedback to improve your principle or making things better. But if you really believe in your principles and you're right, then just go that way. And I believe it will bring us to the right direction anyway. But I think the feedback we have received, I think, are interesting and I think should be considered. Awesome roster. Waterman is key, but not. But no hedgehog on the payroll. Then put hedgehog on the payroll. But no, it makes no sense. I speak on behalf of loads of company. I don't get paid. Maybe they are team Polymaker. Yeah, we can have, we can have more clarification. Defamation, yeah. Defamation. Hope that's help. Defamation, yeah. Okay. Subsector. When do I get my bump? Just saying. Yeah. So I had more people reaching out to me because of this, right? And like I said, I was about to say the same thing. So anyway, you're wrong about that. Defamation of the company is very real. Is Bamboo just saying? You can say anything as long you say it is your opinion, not actual fact. Yeah. Wait, are we asking for things now? I want a what? Wait, sorry, it's not 3D printing compatible. Sorry. NSGO, I think that's the inheritance of letting someone representing a company. If that person is doing things right and attractive, it will bring many people together. But if that person did something not very well, accept it, then people will turn away. Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's important to choose the right people, right? If you want someone to represent the brand, then you have to choose it properly, right? Polymaker, just set good, healthy boundaries and not make it only about a couple of people. Just set good, healthy boundaries, yes, but not making only about a couple of people. I think I will have to. I cannot have the whole Discord at the same level. I don't think, and I don't even think everyone wants to be at the same level of, maybe some people don't really want to put time on that. So healthy boundaries, clarification, 100% agree. Not make it only about a couple of people. I think it has to be. Everyone cannot be at the same level. I don't think that's possible. Or I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to put everyone at the same level. Most companies don't even allow an authorized employee to speak for the company. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's limit the risk, right? But you can sue anyone, anytime, for anything. Just saying defamation usually is just foot in the door. Yeah. If you're answering wishes, grown a free bamboo. I don't think I would accept a bamboo if someone sent me one filament on the other hand. I want a pony. Enjoying seeing that Polymaker is very social, involved with the printer community, especially in MakerDeck. Yes. I had long discussion about MakerDeck last week, I think. Go met Craig. I love my Polymaker Phenomenon. Thank you so much. I want a free one, right? Builder's Mark. It was joking. It's an expensive saddle for house ready. Well, actually, I just don't even know what saddle means. That's the reason. Oh, okay. Oh, that's called saddle. Okay. Good. Thank you for the additional vocabulary. I need to increase my vocabulary before I go to the US. So it's the thing that you put on the horse, right? You can. It's a team, not about individuals. But how subsector 3? Let's say maybe we're talking about different things. Let's say, I would like to have brand ambassadors, right? How can I not make it about individuals? How can I not make it about this person, this person, this person, and this person will be brand ambassadors? I know we are all a team, but I cannot say everyone. Okay, now the whole Discord is brand ambassadors. You can all go out there and sponsor products. Like that's the part of, maybe we're talking about a different thing, but everyone has a piece. When you move to Texas, we need to get your cowboy boots. Actually, Printer Prone, I went to a Texas steakhouse, and they put me the hat and the collar stuff. Subsector, I work with over 150 people. We each have our piece. Yeah, I mean, but the pieces are not the same size, right? We all receive equally. But how can you make everyone receive equally? That's not possible. I don't. How do you do it? Like, can you imagine I send a bamboo to everyone? Like, everyone has a piece? Yeah, everyone is able to put what they can, right? This I agree. But equally hard, I think. I wish my piece was the same as the CEO at work. That would be great. It's called socialism. I'll send you my mailing address for the bamboo. Thanks. You heard it here. Nick is sending everyone a bamboo. Subsector. I work for a great company and we work hard. Everyone is involved and get same equally recognition. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how can I recognize everyone equally. Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, not that I don't want, but I don't know how I can keep the business running by doing what I'm doing equally for everyone. Like, I do giveaways where everyone equally has the chance of entering. So in that part, yes, everyone equally, I don't discriminate anyone that cannot enter, except our partners because they already have schools. But I just don't know. I just don't know how I can equally treat everyone. Even from a resource perspective, there's no way I can equally spend time with everyone in the community, answering their message, and I just don't know how that's possible. If a product is good, a lot of people will say so. Customer reviews are part of marketing. Yes, I agree. It's all in what you mean by ambassadors, what you think he is, and what responsibility does this person has. Yeah. I'll start coming to your Discord and teach teamwork. Well, I'm very happy if you can help us to do that. because even me, that is trying to build a good community, I don't know how I would be able to treat everyone equally from a practical point of view, right? Not that I don't want, but practically, I don't know how I could do that. Or I need to hire a person for each member in the community. But that's again, that's impossible. But of course, subsector, very very happy to receive help on that side. Maybe if you say it is equal enough time, everyone will believe it. Yeah, but that's not what we want, right? We don't want to pretend to be equal. We want to be equal. Are we talking of zombies privilege? Well, part of it, right? Can you imagine? I treat everyone equally to equally to how I treat zombies. It would be hard, right? Everyone has equal chance, but not everyone will have equal result. Does that make sense? Like in France, we talk about the equality. Everyone should have equal education. That's why it's free. Everyone should have equal healthcare. That's why it's free. But not everyone will end up at the same in the same position in a company, for example. Everyone has equal chance. That's yes. And on the Discord, I also promote equal chance. We don't discriminate anyone. But the result is definitely not equal. Definitely not equal. I would love to find out what company that is and put it in my app. Nick, you're a good guy. Don't let anyone things change you. I'm not letting people change me, right? I'm accepting to improve. If I think the feedback is good, then I'm accepting to improve. I don't think changing is bad anyway. Improving is always good, and improving is changing, right? So I also believe the principle we have built the Discord on are good principle, but I'm not saying they are perfect. So, and the community will evolve all the time, over time anyway, right? I think we'll keep optimizing. That's why I really appreciate that people come to me with hard topic. People come to me with delicate, sensitive topic, but they still come to me. Like for example, yesterday, I'm very happy that someone came to me with the zombie problem, right? Because I want to address that problem, and I hope we can address it, and we can make things better. So, but it's not always easy to go to a person with with bad news. I mean, not bad news, but something a bit sensitive, right? But I hope we have shown that we're pretty open at Polymaker, and we do accept feedbacks and discussion. Polymaker, I build teams every day, and everyone has input. Yeah, subsector 3D. I think my guess subsector 3D is I think we're not maybe we're not talking about the same thing. If we're talking about equal chance, then I 100% agree, and we are working towards that, and I hope we have implemented someone really close to that. Something really close to that, equal chance. So on that part, I completely agree. I think my perspective was more on the result, because that's what people see. And when people see non-equal result, they assume and they judge that there were not an equal chance, right? So people only see, they don't see equal chance, they see equal result. And when they see unequal result, they automatically assume there is inequality here, right? I can't, Nick, that's impossibility. You get a bamboo, yeah. But again, that's results and chance. I think subsector 3D is talking about chances. Everyone needs to have input, have the right to have input. Everyone has the same chance, no discrimination. I think that's what she's talking about, right? And that's true. You cannot defend your position and move on. You can, no, I do this every day. Yeah. Everyone make the same wage. You're pretty awesome. Again, Daddy was it. Everyone makes the same wage. That's the result. That's not the chance. That's the result. So we really need to make the difference because subsector 3D is talking about chances. I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know. Subsector 3D, but there's a difference between the result and the chances, right? Because we all know, in the society there is people with big wages, small wages, people with a house, people without house. So we know the result is unequal. We know that. The goal is to make equal at the beginning. Okay, everyone is born equal, equal education, equal healthcare. Well, that goes into politics, but you're pretty awesome. Just keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Everything plus ultra. Griff, I don't think almost anyone expect you to treat everyone equally. I imagine you should have business reasons for the decision you make, though. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I give you a simple example. We received 40 to 50, let's say 30 to 50 marketing sponsorship requests per week. The perfect equality is we read all of them and we consider all of them with the most fair way. That's equal chance. In reality, I don't have time to go through all of them. I try to glance through. If there is things that piques my eyes, I read it, and then if it's good, then I take it. I may have missed something, right? But I think that's, we're working towards equal chance for everyone that submit a sponsorship request, right? Like, for example, I have a quick filtering system. But again, is that filtering system fair or not? Does that reduce the chance of everyone to request a marketing request? But at least everyone has the same right to go on our website, click on the marketing sponsorship, fill out the form, right? Everyone has that. I personally feel that you have laid out in Discord is fine. You could recognize people in their certain roles they have. Yeah, Papa Bear. Oh, how are you, Papa Bear, by the way? It's been a long time, right? Subsector 3. When there is a bad apple, and believe me, we have guidelines on how to address that person as a team. Yeah. And that's also a skill, right? How do you deal with people that do not want to follow the principles and values that you have built, right? How do you deal with that? Hi, Nick, you're awesome. Don't worry about what you can't control. Mark H, thank you. I'm not worried, right? I'm not worried. It's just a discussion we have and try to make things better, right? If there is a worry, I'm always worried whether we are going the right direction. I'm not worried whether we make things right or wrong, because it happened to everyone. Sometimes you make things right, sometimes you make things wrong. I'm more worried whether we're putting the effort that are bringing us toward the right direction or not. Because why I would worry is because if I work, and then I go the complete opposite direction where I should be, and that's what I'm worried about, because then I'm spending time, resources, but I'm going the wrong way. So that's what if I would have to be worried about something, that would be that. But I'm definitely not worried about being right or wrong, because it happened and I just accept it. Ube Monkey, you answered my Discord DM much faster than I expected, and I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a little bit of luck. Like I wake up in the morning, I go on my Discord, and you happen to be the first DM, and I click on it. It's an easy answer, or I don't remember what was your question. I just do it, right? But sometimes it's out of luck. Maybe it's down somewhere, and I don't even have time to arrive there sometimes. Subsector 3D, yeah. UBU. You cannot treat everyone equally. Your stream connects to too many people to do so. Yeah, like, for example, I'm reading the comments, right? I do my best to read most of them, but I obviously miss some comment, right? Does that mean, and then it will depend on your judgment. Will you think Some people will think, yeah, that's fine. There's many comments, right? So maybe he missed mine. Some people would say, oh my God, he read the comment just before, and then he read the comment just after. Why he didn't read my comment? He's ignoring me, right? Then I leave the stream, right? So you get what I mean? So it depends on how we judge each other, right? How you judge me when I miss a comment. Do you believe it was on purpose? Do you believe it was not on purpose? Do you believe it was on purpose and it was fair? Because maybe you wrote something that shouldn't be read on stream, or you see, and sometimes this can create problems, right? Yeah, that creator keep ignoring my message, so I stopped. I don't like him. He ignored his own audience. I've been supporting him for so long. I've been watching his content for 3 years, and he doesn't read my comment. You get what I mean? Reward should equal your results. Equal opportunity does not mean equal outcomes. Yeah. Subsector no, I'm not. We all have the same salary range depending on how long you are with the company. Yeah, and that's subsector 3. That's one. That's one way to try to make things fair, right? Because let's talk about salary in the company. What does the salary need to be based on? Does it need to be based on how long you are in the company? So that means if I just joined the company, I bring way more value than someone that has been in the company for 15 years, but he earned more than me. That's one way to highlight that it might be unfair. Or we could say it's based on value. If you bring a lot, you get a lot. If you don't bring that much, you don't get that much. Let's say commission based. Is that fair? Yeah, but I've been loyal to the company. I'm the reason why we are here. It's been 15 years, and I earned the same to that guy that is, maybe bring the same value today, but in the long run, we are here because of me. So that's not fair. So fairness is a big question, and it's a hard question. Fairness, right? How to make things fair is incredibly hard. Sideline, I think I feel you are about the we and have never received any indication that you are not part of a team. But sometimes we need to teach people that it always takes a team, no matter what. Yeah. I vote Pezles for Polymaker upgrade. LOL does a lot and promote Polymaker so much. Oh, Pezles, yeah. The one that have issues with how you run your business should not be a part of what you're doing. You are a good person and you treat everyone fairly. Harley, yes, and a little bit of no. Let me explain the no. The no comes from if you have issues with a company, you have two solutions. Solution number one, you just don't follow that company, don't buy from them. It's you have issues with them. Number two, you would like to help, and you give feedback to that company. Hey, I really dislike how you treated me as a customer. I had problem with your spools. You didn't refund it. So I believe, you should improve that part. So that's why I say I think there is two ways of going. Either you just that's not your stuff. You don't want. You have issues with it, or I'm gonna help. So. But otherwise, I agree. Boana, I like your handling things. It's realistic and practical. Have to go. Stay awesome, everyone. Thank you so much, Boana. Looking forward to your next print all the things. You DM seen the wings yet? Daily reminder. Trofaela, thank you. I did ask her if I can DM. She added me. Now I need to answer her. So yeah, I'm actually waiting for a designer contract at the same time. That's why I'm waiting for that to engage the discussion. Daddy Wazi, subject 3. That is not the same wage, and I bet the CEO would make way more. It's part of everyone. Yeah. I mean, she's not saying everyone has the same wage, right? It's like everyone knows the range of the wage that everyone has, right? Uh, Subsector CD, we're talking about the team that works together. Yes. By the way, Subsector CD, you at yourself? I don't. So when you at yourself, you're talking to me, right? Or because I see you at I don't know what's uh or maybe it's just StreamYard that is doing something strange. The people, DMAT, the people who win a lot to do so because they enter a lot. If you enter 10 times more than another person, you will win more than he does. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm lurking, happy to see you. I'm considered an overachiever by most, and it's usually the slackers that complain the most. Slackers means the one that do less, that complain the most. Just give the job to someone that is good looking, and that's me. What a surprise. Just kidding. What? You mean giving more salary to good looking people? That's what you're saying. But is everyone going to put the work in Zombie and other half? Yeah. That's the thing, right? It also depends on how much you want to give, right? If you're willing, because being a brand ambassador, being a Polymaker ambassador is not, it's not just a title. It comes with responsibility, and those responsibilities, some wants them, some don't want them, right? So yeah, so you all have equal chance, but sometimes it's about, even if you have equal chance, you still have the problem of fairness. We all submitted, but if it's not fair, then the equal chance don't mean anything, right? 10 times more giveaway. Team equal everyone with a common goal. Everyone with a common goal, yeah. Depending on where the goal is, right? Because maybe, for example, Zombie may have the goal of growing Zombie Hedgehog. Oh, sorry, I missed something. Yeah, don't worry. Sorry, the goal. So Zombie, for example, may have the goal of building his 3D printing knowledge, sharing that knowledge, and building a content creator platform, right? That could be his goal. But maybe some other don't have the same goal of building a content creator platform, right? Maybe their goal is to build a better Death Racer or something like this, right? So, but I do agree that at some point, if we are all in the same community, I don't know if we share the same goal, but at least we share the same passion, the same hobby. Whether the goal is the same or not, except if you say we all have the goal of living the longest possible, then yeah, we share the same goal. But goal / hobby / passion, I would say. I love what you guys are doing right now. It has made my love for 3D printing stronger and has made me love the community more. Keep it up. Don't worry about it. Keep up the good work. Man, thank you so much, XD Gaming. And I'm very happy that the work we have done has introduced 3D printing in a good way to people. Because yes, it is possible to be introduced to 3D printing in a bad way, right? Maybe you had a bad experience or something like this. Where we try to make people having a good experience, right? The one time I had a wet spool, bad chance, guys refunding me so I could get a dry spool crazy fast. I was sold to you right away from there. Amazon would have told me to stick it. We do try to have a good customer service. Customer, one of the 4 core values of Polymaker is customer centric, right? I don't know if you guys remember our core values. Do you remember them? Do I remember them? First one is entrepreneurship spirit. So yeah, entrepreneurship spirit. Embrace innovation. Be responsible. And the 4th one, customer centric. So that's our core values. It's in big in our, if you go to our headquarters, it's in big, right? The 4 core values. So customer centric It's literally in the core value of the company, right? And that's the reason why customer service we try to be on point, community, customer engagement, because that's what we have decided is our core value. Okay, am I far in the chat? Oof, I'm very far in the chat. So let me. Okay. Subsectors really. Gourmet, he does a great job. Good job too, and shows everything as well for building printers. Companies are not a living being; they are a collection of people with some deciding how it runs. If the guys at the top are money grubbing scum, they will make the company make them as much money without concern of anything else. Yeah. Zombie showcases the product and promotes Polymaker like crazy. Pretty sure he follows the expectation of being a Polymaker partner. Yes. I'm just taking team. I'm just talking team. How you build a team, you set your goals, and the team go out to make that goal for you. Yeah. So for example, Subsector 3D, the team that we are going to send to Murph, for example, right? So we have a small team, we put it together, and our goal is to have a successful and a fun Midwest Trip Festival, right? So yeah. From a team perspective, yeah, I agree. Okay, the goal you set. What is your expectation for your product and what you want to show? Yeah. Got it. Agreed. Okay, so we still have half an hour to do subsector. How do you measure results? That's how goals are met. Yeah, and I would say sometimes it's not easy, right? Sometimes it's not easy to measure goals. It's not easy sometimes. Hey Polymaker, got any fun coupon codes tonight? I have over $300 in my cart for some cosplay project. I just did one, I think, 2 weeks ago, and I usually try to do it every 4 to 5 weeks. So maybe in a couple of weeks. Nick's been good, just busy with work and life, working to get back in the groove of thighs. Okay, great. Krista, thank you for being awesome. Ian Douglas wants a good coupon. The Musketeer who said anything about zombie, not me. And if you don't know what is, you haven't been watching the real news and the problem they cause everyone. Just do a search for Teget, Bud Light, and other company that's losing billion. What? Sorry, I do understand. So you mean PR issues? PR issues is sometimes costing billions to big companies. Is that what you're saying? And that's totally true, right? I mean, we are not a billion-dollar company, so we cannot lose billion anyway. But yeah, PR is very, very important. PR is very important. All right, folks, not going to make it to midnight. Try not to draw my name. Nervous Pajama have a very good night. Thank you for your input, by the way. Polymaker, like you have measurement for partners, and I do everything I can to make boost for you. Yeah, Subtext 3D. I always try to have measurement. I guess what I wanted to say is, it's hard to make fair measurement, right? It's hard to make fair measurement. So, for example, I just had measurement for a medic on the project we're together, and we had that discussion on, whether it's a good measurement for that or not, right? And but of course, measurement is important. Making it fair and representative of the performance is hard. I guess that's what I wanted to say. That's the part that is hard. Cool, great. 3D Musketeer. 3D Musketeer. Why I like that he's here is because he also had videos on communities, like the pros and cons of communities, how to build communities. I think multiple videos on communities. So that's why I'm reacting to his presence. Three Musketeer, you must be new here. I live in Florida. There is one thing I won't tolerate. It is intolerance of others. And still, I would like you to define woke because everyone I have asked has a different definition. Well, what? Let me read what one person said. Three Musketeer, who said anything about zombie, not me. And if you don't know what woke is, you have been watching the real news. One thing I will tell you, the woke will kill your company. I don't know what woke means. I thought woke was like when you wake up in the morning, but in the past, woke, past of wake. Yeah, I'm correct, right? You see? Woke, past of wake. So, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, you know what? There is one thing that I think I'm a little bit better than some English native because they told me that is irregular verb in the English language. Because at school we have to learn that by heart, like every day, irregular word, irregular verb, irregular verb. So maybe some non-native speaker are better at irregular verb than English native speaker. Anyway, just a side thing. Oh my God, this is great, Nick. What part is great? Talking about community, because I know you like this one as well. But yeah, I also like it. I also like it. And by the way, I want you to do I watched your video about Prusa transparency with their new sustainable report, and I want you to do a. It was supposed to be this stream, but I changed. But I will do a stream about that because I think company transparency is something that also interests me a lot. Yeah. Anyway, just throwing out there as you are here. Cool. Prusa is using plastic reels. Well, they are also using refill, right? Like non-plastic, if I remember well. Okay, cool. Can any involve? Please take a photo. Oh my God, I really don't know what is that, but cool. So I think what did you think about today's topic? Is that something that you think are topics that are worth talking? Do you think they are too sensitive and should be talked privately? Or okay, good topic. Phoenix call, great. Yeah, just let me know. Just share some feedback. Good topic. Okay, so yeah, sometimes because I personally don't I don't mind, and I'm not afraid of talking publicly about issues that Polymaker can have. Like I'm not afraid because we can do sometimes the right thing, sometimes the wrong thing. I'm not afraid of asking for advice to improve. So that's why I'm not afraid to do that on the stream, right? So, but if that's not relevant for you, that are coming for something else in a Polymaker stream, then that's also fair, right? We can have a Polymaker social stream or something like this. But hopefully the title has drawn. I think it was a good conversation. Love to continue it. Sideline? Yes, I would love to continue it as well. I like Polymaker filament, but if I find out you poison the planet or encourage in slave labor, I will stop using it. I apply this to all products. Yeah, definitely. And I'm very happy to answer any question about the 9001 regulation. I think something like this. So that's about the slave stuff, which we have, right? We update it every I think it's 4 years or something. It's good topic. Bringing things into the open is good. Yeah, I love continuous improvement. Agreed. I think these conversations are great. They're constructive and not full of trolls and hate. Yes. I always love your transparency, but some conversation needs to be discussed one by one. Yes. I agree that today's discussion was not particularly structured, but it did arrive at some ideas at least. You've been open. The topic and open discussion is key to success. Yeah, always good to hear what's going on, and always great to hear that all side has been heard. Yes, agreed, Sideline. 100% agreed. Heard and understood, because it's important to have good understanding of each parties. Let's say you have a conflict between two parties. You need to open your mind so that you can have an understanding of why that party thinks this way, and you agree that from that point of view, that person could think this way, and the same the other way, right? I think the biggest aspect of community that Polymaker is based is helping others to build a community. The sponsorship and giveaways help so many to grow their audience. Yeah, I'm very happy. That's why I like to call it support also, right? If we can support creators, we're very happy to do so. Thank you for being awesome. I don't know why people want to talk about other people being negative so much. Just ignore them. Why do the positive people have to come down to their level? Well, I mean, it's not really this way, right? It's more people that are coming and saying they don't appreciate the way this is, or they don't like the way this is. The question is more, do we agree and we want to improve, or do we disagree with the fact that it's not good, right? But and usually, if you want to improve, you usually I say, but you have to focus on things that you don't do great. So you usually have to think about the negative things if you want to improve, because you can think about the thing you do well and reinforce them. But we have a better feeling of improvement if we take something that we do negative and we improve it, rather than take something positive and reinforce it. Michael Winnington, thank you for being awesome. You are the face of Polymaker, so it's good to hear what's going on. Yeah, definitely happy to answer any question. This is this was very important to bring all to the open, this conversation. Yeah, Polymaker the bomb. I mean, I'm not dropping anything, right? I'm not dropping any bomb. I'm hopefully opening some discussion. Always improve, always tries to help. Awesome, great. So shall we do the giveaway? We have 94 people watching. We have 80 entries, 14 people maybe lurking. So you have a few seconds to enter the giveaway. During these few seconds, do I have anything to announce? Maybe not. Don't forget our TikTok game. It's a very easy way to. You can't enter? What do you mean? Is there a problem with the? I think it's working, right? 81, I think it's working. There's one more that just entered. Yeah, but Jack, good point. The Canada store. If you go, let's go in the Canada store. Let's go in the Canada store. You should have like if I go Polylite PLA, you see, well, not perfect, but right, you have much more colors. Matte PLA, you see, much more color. Even if you go in the ABS, I hope. Most of them, I mean, the stock is much better than a few months ago. Okay, let's put it this way. You have the full Galaxy ABS. You have the 3 Starlight. You have all the dual matte. Everything is in stock, and I believe the dual gradient is also there. The gradient, sorry. Yeah, the gradient is in stock as well. So you have good stock in Canada now. The only thing is, I think the PLA Pro. PLA Pro. Yeah, the PLA Pro don't have the black, but you do have all the colors accessible. And the PLA Pro metallic, you see, you have all the metallic color. So thank you, Yabajak. So Canadian people, go ahead. They got deals. And by the way, every time I do a 50% coupon, now it's also available on the Canada website. So TikTok game, Canada website restock, Hue Forge that will be released in the next 24 hours. And don't forget that you get for US and Canada people, you get a Polymaker coupon. So that makes it kind of free for you to use the software. Monday, I should have a very big update where I will tag everyone on Discord. So sorry again for people that don't want to be tagged, but I don't use everyone. I think last time I used everyone was like a year and a half ago. So I don't tag everyone. So I'm preparing a very nice update that is worth tagging everyone on the Discord. So stay tuned for that. New product mid August. 43 new SKUs, new colors, new line of filaments that are coming mid August. And I think we're good. Did I forget anything? What about everyone else? For what? You tag level 2 plus. Oh, yeah. Sorry for the mistake. For the people on Discord, I made a mistake for the giveaway. I started like 8 giveaways instead of only starting 1, and that tagged people 8 times. So I'm sorry for that. It has been solved already, and I won't do that mistake again. So sorry for that. When do the rest of the Starlight filament come out? Mid-August. Luminous, mid-August. Oh, Australia. Oh, Australia. I don't know Australia. Oh, Matt. Actually, it's the guy that will release it. That actually has. Okay. August release. I mean, yeah. So even for Australia, mid-August. So everyone, mid-August is the big day. Okay, great. So ready for the 3 giveaway? That giveaway float was amazing. Okay, our first winner for today giveaway is Just Mecca. Congratulations, Just Mecca. Are you still in the chat? Congratulations. Hope you enjoyed the stream today from Twitch. Just Mecca, Just Mecca, Just Mecca. What is the Omega Pi Omega? Do you have the reference? Just Mecca. If I say Omega Pi Omega, do you have the reference? Is there anyone in the chat that has the reference of the video? Omega Pi Omega. Yeah, maybe I'm the only one that has the reference. No, you don't have? Nobody has? No idea? Key and Peele? You don't watch Key and Peele? Yeah, Nightcore. At least one has. At least one has the reference. So no, you can't tag with this mark. Okay, so let's do another draw. Yeah, of course, Key and Peele. I thought Key and Peele were pretty famous in the US, no? Paisleys. So we don't have the multiplier today. Sorry, we don't have Canada multiplier Paisleys. I'm sorry. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Draw. We need our winner. What's Key and Peele? Oh, you know, it's 1 billion spool for everyone. Kenneth Sang, congratulations. So Key and Peele is a humor duo. It's a duo that makes a sketch on YouTube. I mean, on Comedy Central and then on YouTube. But yeah, if you don't know, you should watch it. It's pretty funny. Congratulations, Kenneth Sang. Kenneth Sang. Nobody's here anymore. I scared away everyone with my topic today. Kenneth Sang. Yeah, looks like I scared everyone. Anger translator, of course, Bastien C. There you go. Now I see everyone who has the same culture as me. the YouTube sketch culture. Okay, no Kenneth Sang then. So we're gonna draw. It was the singing that scared them away. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's draw one more. We have 3 to draw, so we still don't have our first one. Original Zuno should be there. Zuno. I mean, not Zuno, the original one. Please. The original Zuno. Come on. Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, original Zuno. We have at least our first winner. Bank contact in the chat. And our second winner is Papa Bear. Congratulations, Papa Bears. It's been a long time. And you see, you come back and then there you go. Papa Bear, Yeah, congratulations, Papa Bear, bank contact. And our final winner is. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna eat right after. And our final winner, Jedi Spidey, mixing the Star Wars universe with the Marvel universe. Star Wars, Marvel, are you here? Star Wars, Marvel, Jedi Spidey. Congratulations again. Bank contact in the chat. Congratulations to all our 3 winners. Thanks again, everyone, for today's live stream. Let's have a look at who we can send all our love to. Where do we go? Where do we go? Sorry. Where do we go? Who is doing what? Do you have some suggestion? Oh, Creatrix is painting. Let's go and disturb her. Let's go and disturb her painting. She's painting a very nice fish. I think it's a fish. It's a multicolored fish. Let's go and say hi. Let's go and oh, she doesn't have her new logo on stream. Right. Island Vibes presents. What? Brit is live. Yeah. I just saw it. There is the arcade, How Many Dragons, Charity Makers, 3D printer deck, Kobilax, Make a Deck, the Jang, the penguin stuff. Cool. So this channel is intended for mature audience. So if you're following me to the Creatrix Bricks, I guess I have to say that the channel is intended for mature audience. So if there is no mature audience, unfortunately, you won't be able to follow us. But there is a lot of other channels that you can follow. Anyway, thanks again, really, everyone. I didn't know what to expect from. We are all immature. I didn't know what to expect from today's stream, from that topic, but I'm very happy that you have appreciated that topic. We'll definitely have some follow-ups, maybe even with Grant from 3D Musketeer, because I do remember that he likes also this type of topics, and I also watch a lot of similar topics on his channel. So yes, Bezis, Murph meeting. So thanks again, everyone. I need to join another meeting, so if you don't mind saying to Creative Bricks that I cannot join, but I appreciate. I'm sending all the love to her. So thanks, everyone, and then I will talk to you next week.